Jive Talkin, Shindy, let's get naked and listen to me. Hard rockin' news, hard rockin' grooves. Jive Talkin with your buddy Shane, shitballs. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Jive Talkin with Shane. My God. Another successful opening to another Jive Talkin with Shane Diablo, episode 18. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Your only choice with the voice for hard rockin' news. And first, I want to do this. Remember that last episode when I was snotting all over? I literally snotting a rag and everything. That seems to be clearing up now. I don't know what I had. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know when things will ever get back to normal. I don't know if my immune system is compromised. I don't know if every year I'm going to get sick now. I was, for at least 10 years, I would say 10 years, I would get a little tickle in the throat, little tickle in the nose, gone. And this COVID shit just killed it. So I don't know if my immune system's even good anymore. It might be shit for the rest of my life. Who knows? Cream soda here. I had to finish that off because I allot myself one cream soda a day. Seems reasonable enough. But welcome back to the Jive Talkin with Shane Diablo, episode 18, and we're going to get right into it. Skid Row guitarist on failed 2016 reunion with Sebastian Bach. We couldn't even get past the point of a simple texting. Does he mean sexting? I've always wondered that, why. I know Sebastian's made the calls for we should get back together and do one of them, 30th anniversary situations or whatever. And I'm always curious when bands don't do that because they're clearly out, pillaging, rape, plundering, and pillaging the name of the band as it is, right? If you got one guy that's in the band, like Quiet Riot or something like that, why? I mean, you can't because half the band's dead. But when you got all the members there and you could do a reunion of the stuff that the people really want to see, can you not get in the room together and try to work things out? I mean, in a new interview with Scott Penfold of Loaded Radio, Skid Row guitarist Dave the Snake Sabo was asked how he feels about people still calling for a reunion with the band's former singer Sebastian Bach. He said, as transcribed, well, it's been 23 years since Skid Row reformed. So to say that I'm over it would be an understatement. We would attempt a reunion slightly. Back in 2016, we dipped our toes into the waters and realized that it didn't feel so good. It's just one of those things where we still could not see eye to eye. We couldn't even get past the point of a simple texting. I am really, really happy where we are, Snake continued. I'm very proud of our past and all due credit to everybody who's been involved in every aspect of our career. However, that may be cause it all led to where we are now. No. Well, maybe. I've been asked 1,000 times, what about the payday of a reunion with Sebastian? That's what I asked. Remember that when I just asked that just now? I just asked that question. What about the big payday? And that's all well and good, but if that's why I did this, if that's why we did this, I can speak for everybody. I can speak for everybody. We probably wouldn't be doing it, Sabo explained. I want to be happy, and I am very, very happy. And so are the guys. Everybody's really, really fucking happy. We're so happy over here. Sebastian's doing pretty good on his own too. I don't see that Skid Row is selling out a single seat in the local bar more than Sebastian Bach is, right? In fact, if I had to pick and choose, hey, Let's just say it was the same day of the week. Sebastian Bach's going to be here on Friday, the 13th. Ooh. And the following week, Skid Row's going to be there. I'd probably save my ducats and my green beans for Sebastian Bach because I'm kind of more of I want to hear the voice behind the music as opposed to, this guy played guitar and the drummer was in the band too. I don't care about that as much. But then again, you've got those bands like Journey, where that little feller, he is damn good. Arnold Pineda. He is a damn good vocalist. So then you're kind of going, well, I'd go see that. If I was super into seeing Journey live, which I'm not, I might. The music climate is what it is, and we're a classic rock band, and I'm proud of that. And we're still able to make music. I mean, geez, I live a very, very blessed life, man. Snake added. I have nothing but gratitude and humility for what we have achieved and for what we're able to continue to do. So while there are many people out there who are flashing dollar signs with a lot of zeros, woohoo, I still have to be happy doing it. This translation here, do you mind if I translate Sabo? We're not ready to do it, but we're going to do it. At some point, he's going to say, I think we're done with Skid Row as we know it. If we're going to do that, let's go out with a big bang, and we're going to do one big tour. So you watch, they'll do a Skid Row Farewell Forever tour, and they will make a shit ton of money. And that's what's most important. I need to be happy being in a band with the people I'm in a band with. A lot of other bands can go out and they don't see each other till they are on stage and travel on separate buses and all that stuff. And that's all well and good. He likes all well and good. But I don't want to live my life like that. You don't? I would love to have my own tour bus. I mean, if I had a band and all that, I would love to have my own place. I don't want to be up on stage and kind of living a lie. It just doesn't feel good. So, while I'm thankful for people's interest and whatnot, I'm even more thankful that we'll still get to play music for a living under our terms. Okay. Bach fronted Skid Row until 1986 when he was fired instead of throwing in the towel. The remaining members took a hiatus and went on to play briefly in a band called Ozone Monday. Whoa. Anybody know about that? Anyone? In 1999, Skid Row reformed and, after a bit of shuffling over the years, featured lineup consisting of bassist Rachel Bolan, that's the guy with the earring in the nose, guitarist Sabo, and Scotty Hill, alongside drummer Rob Hammersmith and singer Johnny Solinger. Skid Row fired Solinger over the phone in April 2015, a few hours before announcing ex-TNT vocalist Tony Harnell. Is he the guy I'm going to have to go look at some Skid Row stuff now. Because I heard another story that that the TNT guys are in talks with Tony Harnell about doing a big 40th anniversary tour or something. 8 months later, oh boy, I should have waited. 8 months later, Harnell exited the band and was replaced by South African-born British-based singer ZP Theart, who previously fronted Dragon Force, Tank. Oh, IMI. I know who Tank is. I know who Dragon Force is. Last summer, Bach told Florida 98.7, the Gator. You gotta get on down there and get them Gator. You ever watch the Swamp People? I love the Landry family down there getting them Gators. Radio station, there's no reason for the classic Skid Row not to reunite. This is Bach speaking. When those guys in Skid Row try to say about me, he's difficult to work with, let me just say this one more time. We have not been in the same room together since the year 1996, he said. Shut the F up, and he means fucking. When he says F, shut the F up about you thinking you know what I'm like. You don't know anything about what I'm like. And people can change. It's been a long time, 1996. It's been a long time, 25 years. He could change. Oh, what's he saying about the Gilmore Girls? And the Gilmore Girls think I'm okay to work with. Broadway thinks I'm... Oh, did he do something with the Gilmore Girls? That TV program? Is that with the sexy daughter and the sexy mother? And they're always doing sexy things together? I love that. I've never seen it, but I've heard good things. And I'm like, okay, the Gilmore Girls like working with him. Broadway thinks I'm okay to work with. The Trailer Park Boys think I'm okay. Guns N' Roses thinks I'm pretty cool. We're not getting any younger. I mean, he's got some good points there. Sebastian went on to say the Skid Row reunion should happen for the fans. And we are absolutely running out of bands. Bands that can play in sheds, he said. What? And we are absolutely running out of bands. Bands that can play in sheds, he said. The fact that we are still alive and well, all in our 50s, some closer to 60 than others, but that, to me, is selfish that we're not together. Well, sometimes it's just personalities. Sometimes it's just personalities that don't get along very good. And it's not that you're a super jerk or anything else. It's just personalities. Speaking of personalities, we're done with this Skid Row, but look at this. Here's a personality. Call me Mr. Personality. Call me Blackie Lawless. That's right. Wasps, Blackie Lawless, Blasts, Bully. What's his name? Putin. Roger Putin? Putin on the hits? What's his name? Vladimir Putin. Russian guy. Wasp, Blackie Lawless, Blast, Bully, Putin. Today, I am Ukrainian. I think I've got a great Blackie Lawless. And I hope that I can quote him here. Wasp leader Blackie Lawless has blasted Russian President Vladimir Putin as a bully whose motivation for invading Ukraine was simple, godless selfishness. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be reading some stuff. Early today, Lawless released the following statement via WASP official website with regards... Oh, there's quotes here, so... With regards to any invading force, I am an American. I am an American first. I put my country first. I put my nation people first. Whether we are Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Libertarians, Progressives, Liberals, or Conservatives, in moments of true crisis, any and all individuals' selfish wants must be laid down for any nation to survive. A nation's people must come first. Oh my, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys, this thing's really long. Should I keep going? Most people live and operate in their immediate realities. Maybe that's not totally oblivious to the agony of misfortune of others, but especially in affluent places. If it ain't in their neighborhood, they won't see it. Well, you can now with the futuristic phones. You got like I remember when I said that last time. If someone gets blown up by someone will have it on a film. We're Big Brother now. 1984, right? Orwell. We are Big Brother because we're filming each other. You're standing there. It's like if I've said this before. If I'm standing at a bus stop and I'm just tearing into my ass. I'm itching. It itches. And I'm just standing there itching it away. Someone will be filming that going, my God, look at this guy itching his ass like that. Look, it goes up on the internet before I even get to work. They're going, hey, you're the itchy ass guy. So that's how fast things happen. Unfortunately, we are led by whatever the current news cycles may be. And if it bleeds, it leads. Is what pumped through the airwaves and fiber optics. And if that's not enough, many, 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 many of us are dominated and even enslaved by our own selfishness. I would agree with this. This guy's speaking truth. He is speaking truth. I've said this too, that I believe old senile Ronnie Reagan said this many, many years ago too, but with the Christian and the Muslim and the this and the Republican and the Democrat and the everything else, all it takes is a race of aliens to come down with one goal: rape every man, woman, and child in town. And you won't believe how fast a Muslim in head blankets and a Make America Great Again guy will stand united with their arms. Isn't that the story of Independence Day? I kind of feel like it is. I haven't seen that movie all the way through, I don't think, but you get some raping aliens to come down here, and people's opinions of each other change quick. It's us against them now. And there are aliens out there, by the way. I haven't seen any, but, I sure do hope so. When it comes to work, okay, this is the last piece I'm going to do. Let's see. I like this free speech bit he's got here. Free speech is usually not popular speech. As our Constitution states, we're free to say whatever we want. I don't care if you're an insane religious group, hate group, fascist, or you think Lee Harvey Oswald did or did not act alone. It does not matter. The First Amendment is not designed just to protect popular speech. It's designed to protect unpopular speech. That's one principle, is what separates the United States from most other places in the world. Millions who came before us died to protect the sacred right, even for those who tread heavily over it now. I mean, I agree with everything he's saying there. I sure wish he'd get down to the bits where, he's at least talking about Putin. It's reported Putin's desire to annex Ukraine is because of historical significance to the old Russian Empire. I get that, but the world changes. I can tell you from being part Native American Indian, Blackfoot that is, that sometimes you lose your land, period. It's just the way it is. So you move on or die. Okay. I'm not comfortable with Blackie Lawless's Native American heritage. I don't know that he's got the thing. I'm going to leave it there. He doesn't strike me as a Native American, but, who knows? Maybe he did his 23andMe. And he's like, Blackfoot? I'm a Blackfoot. Honey, get over here. I'm 23% Blackfoot Native American. They just had to let the land go, I guess, because they're getting their heads carved off and everything else. Anywho, let's get on to something else. I about shit my hat when I saw this. Yngwie Malmsteen's got a YouTube channel called Yngwie Malmsteen's Coffee Talk. And his first guest is Steve Vai. I'm tuning into this. But I didn't want to read any of this junk. I wanted to hit this button here and see him talk a little bit to Steve Vai.
Well, thank you, really, because I'm doing this exclusive for my channel. We had this idea we want to do this kind of thing, just kind of casual shit.
Thank you.
Really.
I think it's great you're doing this, because it's rare to see you talking with,
Yeah, I agree.
It's never been done.
Yeah, I know.
It's never been done.
Nobody else has been on a tour bus with us.
Exactly.
Except,
Yeah, they've been doing that tour. Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen. Who else is in there? Joe Satriani and Zach Wilde. I've seen him. I know his name's Wild. Zach Wild. And somebody else. Was it Nino Betancourt? I want to say, but they do like a 5 Maestros of Rock or something.
But the thing is, what I think maybe a lot of people don't know is how far back we go.
I know, yeah.
They might think...
Yeah, because they go all the way back to Alcatraz.
Started 2016?
Yeah, with G3 or something.
Oh, G3, of course. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was my but even before then, we were...
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Well, he loves that guitar. He never puts that guitar down. Even in a deep chat with Steve Vai. Steve Vai's watching his fingers caress the neck of that guitar, and he's kind of chubbing.
I can't remember the year that we first met, but it was early 80s. 84, yeah. And I think it was it at the...
Boy, Steve Vai's aging well, and he's looking pretty... He seems like a really nice guy if you hung out with him.
It was at a concert that Alcatraz was playing. Is that right?
Yeah.
I know we met...
He's gonna answer with... That'd even be a better TV show if you ask me, as if Yngwie coffee talk, but he talks with the guitar. So every time there's my phone going. Even under a thicket of bushes, that thing, you know. I can't get the goddamn volume up loud enough when I'm listening to Spotify, but rest assured that ringtone will just shoot right on through. But if you had Yngwie Malmsteen just answering each question with a guitar riff, that would be fantastic.
At the Troubadour.
Troubadour, yeah.
Way back. That was
Please don't answer that. Please don't finish that sentence where we were doing the sucky to each other. No, don't answer that. Anyways, on to another story here. Identity of Slipknot's Tortilla Man officially confirmed. So now, you know, the fans, what do they call the maggot heads? They officially coined this new percussionist as Tortilla Man when he first showed up. And I'm sure he has a neat and fun name. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe a little bit. I do have a drippy nose. I'm going to wipe a little bit on my shirt there. But he's been announced. So let's see what it says. Slipknot has finally officially confirmed the identity of its latest recruit, the percussionist nicknamed Tortilla Man. As widely speculated, Slipknot's newest member is the multi-instrumentalist Michael Pfaff. P-F-A-F-F. Pfaff. Pfaff previously played keyboards with Slipknot's Sean Clown Carhan. I never knew his last name. I always knew Sean or Clown. In the band Dirty Little Rabbits. That's something we got to do on a first listen. And is also a member of the Iowa-based duo The Snacks. And they do knack covers, I bet you anything. I'll bet you anything. My Sharona. Earlier today, the band's official Instagram released a photo of masked Pfaff promoting his upcoming Reddit Ask Me Anything, with Michael holding a handwritten sign in the picture that says, I am Michael Pfaff. AMA Wednesday, 3/16/22 at 2 p.m. Central Time. Tortilla Man joined Slipknot in May 2019 when he was first featured in the video for the comeback single Unsainted. Since then, there has been much speculation about his name, with some Slipknot fans getting quite obsessed with trying to work out the real identity of the band's latest recruit. Imagine if Kiss was around today trying to cover their faces. No way you're getting away with that. That shit would not last. It amazes me that the Ghost, the Nameless Ghouls aren't instantly spotted. You know what I mean? I wonder how they deal with that. Because all of those people that is in the Ghost band, they're unknown. Or they're unknown to me. Maybe everyone's like, God, you're a dumb shit, dude. We know exactly who all of them are. In February 2020, several photos were posted to the Postona Cave Facebook account, supporting the theory that Pfaff was Tortilla Man. Pfaff's name was first brought up in the relation to Tortilla Man in August 2019 when Slipknot guitarist Jim Root gave an interview to the Art and Span show in which he described the mysterious man as a world-class pianist and a great percussionist who is schooled in music. Pfaff was apparently introduced to Karan years ago by Slipknot's resident DJ, Sid Wilson. Whom is who? Who is he in love with? Go ahead and buy yourself a Diet Coke if you said Kelly Osbourne. They're in love. Sid Wilson, we did a story about that. Sid Wilson is in love with her. And if you know what she's going to turn into, just look at Sharon Osbourne. Sid, if you're paying attention. In addition, Pfaff has similar build and height as Tortilla Man, and Redditors have found that Pfaff's family members are following Tortilla Man and other hashtags on social media related to the newest member of Slipknot. So there you have that. Let's see. Oh, not available. Instagram photo. In an interview with Zane Lowe on Beats One, Slipknot singer Corey Taylor said Tortilla Man had won the respect of bands and fans. He's doing great and is a great dude, he said. He's killing it, man. He's killing it, baby. Asked how anyone becomes an official member of Slipknot, Taylor said, "First of all, you've got to wear the tortilla on your face. And the audience has to figure out who you are. With Tortilla Man, it's kind of cool. It brought this whole new energy to everybody as well. So it's a lot of fun to watch him as well." So he says as well a lot. It brought this whole new energy to everybody as well. So it's a lot of fun to watch him as well. And there you have that. Tortilla Man, there you are. We know who you are, Michael FNAF. Is he sticking his tongue out? Jesus. Or is that just his big juicy red lips? I thought this was just adorable. Korn's touring bass player Robert Ra Diaz gets pied for his 38th birthday. Oh, God, 38. That was a good year. I did a lot of stuff. I was having a lot of fun. 38. Oh, that was a good time. Korn's touring bassist Roberto Ra Diaz celebrated his 38th birthday on stage during the band's headlining concert Tuesday night, March 15th at Giant Center in Hershey. Everyone loves to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Everyone gets a rock hard boner for Hershey. I'm telling you what. Especially like Loudwire and Metal Hammer and all those websites. If you see a concert, it's, oh my God, Korn, Volbeat, Korn, they just played the Hershey, Pennsylvania. See Ghost play live at Hershey, Pennsylvania. Everyone loves Hershey. Is that the home of Hershey's chocolate? I would be curious about that. And I feel like that's an obvious answer. But I'm not sure if Hershey, Pennsylvania is the place of Hershey chocolate bars. Video footage and photos of the celebrate, which include Diaz getting pied in the face, can be found below. We've got to see this, guys. We have got to. A member of Suicidal Tendencies since 2016, love him already, Diaz is filling in for Korn's original bassist, Reginald Fildy Arvizu, who announced last June that he would sit out the band's tour dates in order to heal after falling back on some of his bad habits. Regarding how Korn ended up recruiting Diaz to fill in for Fildy, guitarist Brian the Head Welch told 97.9 GRD, well, there's COVID and everything, so when we started talking about it, it was a thing where we wanted to be careful still and whatnot. Because it was a few months ago or whatever. So we're just started brainstorming and hitting up friends and whatnot. We need the slap. We need the slappy funky slap bass. We need the fingers playing. We need someone, because Fildy is unique, very unique. So it's just kind of happened that we're raw. He was open because Suicidal is not going out until 2022. I think Mike Muir has a back surgery or something this year. So it just worked out, man. He came down, we jammed. He's a really humble guy and very talented. He can play everything, anything, from jazz to slapping that bass. Slapping the bass, baby. Slapping the bass, bitch. Yeah, man. Slap. He played all those songs with like 3 mistakes out of 10 songs or something. Little mistakes. I mean, not even mistakes. It's just like, I thought I heard it that way. They weren't even mistakes, man. They were not even mistakes that he was making. So we were like, okay, you got it down, bro. You got it down. Let's see this right here. Happy birthday, bassist. And who posted this? Jim Powers. Who's Jim Powers? 170,000 subs. Let's see what he said. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, if you're watching this on Spotify, so they're all doing a happy birthday end of the show. There's Monkey right there, but Johnny John Davis, he's got a cake and it's got candles burning on it. Just so you know. Oh. He blew out the candles. Okay. Now you think John Davis is gonna just let this cake, like you're gonna carve it up, use his mic stand to carve that up, and just have a slice of, just a piece of cake? No, he's gonna mash it in this guy's face. Watch your dreadlocks, John. Oh, he hit him with the cake already. Oh, and then the bassist Ra Diaz, what he did was he stuck his face back in it because Jonathan Davis is the boss man and paying the checks, paying the bills. And Monkey's got the cake now. Boy, that is just so much fun. That is so much fun. I know you guys are probably sick to death of Ghost stuff. I would be curious if you are a fan of Ghost, what you think of the new album. I'm prepared to say right now that it is okay. Some days I say this is good. Other days I say I don't know if I'll listen to this anymore. So I'm prepared to say that it is a okay record. Probably about par with Prequel. I don't, can you hear my guts growling? I don't know that they're ever going to be able to pull a Meliora or a Opus Eponymous again. I think their Broadway metal sounds are here to stay. But on that, watch Ghost perform Call Me Little Sunshine. That is one song that I like on Jimmy Kimmel. And we're not going to listen to all of this because they'll ding me.
Check out this.
Come on, baby. Let's get... Fall out in the middle of the night. I don't like that. I did listen to this a little bit before earlier today, and I noticed that it's got the back, the low voice says, "Call me," and then he says, "Little sunshine," which, by the way, I learned was a reference. That is something Aleister Crowley said, "Call me little sunshine." But if you want, I don't like that the backup vocalist going, "Call me," right here. I don't like that. No. Looking pretty good, though. I am a fan of Ghost. I will go see them. I did go see them, and I thought I talked about it being kind of a quick money grab. They went out with Volbeat. It wasn't a new state. The gist of the stage setup was the same as when they went out for the Prequel record. But I did hear an interview with Tobias Forge where he was talking about when they do the Impera tour, where Ghost is headlining the tour, it's going to be full of new goodies, fun things, surprises, new stage show, and everything else. So I will go see Ghost. I'll wear 3 masks and a fishbowl on my head and go see Ghost on that tour, which will probably be... They're pretty quick with the shit. So I'm going to say probably in the next 6 months, they'll be announcing the Impera World Tour. Probably even sooner than that. I would be willing to bet that they're out on the road by summer. But these guys are masters of the promotion. They've got, I mean, for crying out loud, they got a race car. I don't know if it's for the Indy 500 or whatever, but they got a Ghost race car. And I don't know if you guys know Anthony Fantano. He's a YouTube music, the what does he call himself? The world's busiest music nerd, and he does album reviews. I think his review of this new album is closer to how I feel about it. I feel like all of the heavy metal websites are just going gaga goo goo over it. Oh, it's great. It's got an 80s retro kind of pop, hard rock kind of a feel to it. I just liked it when they were darker and grimmer. And, when the first time I heard Ghost, I said, and other people had said, they've got like a satanic Blue Oyster Cult kind of meets King Diamond or Merciful Fate kind of a sound. And they've made quick work of getting rid of all of that. And I understand that in order to build a bigger audience and get into bigger arenas, and get out of small clubs and into it and selling more records and more radio time and more of all that, you have to be more palatable to a listening audience. The song Call Me Little Sunshine has to hit a 12-year-old just like it hits anybody else, a Ghost fan, if that makes any sense at all. So I understand the pivot on Prequel to go, we're more dancey and we're more kind of Broadway and we're more kind of palatable rock. I do still think that it's genius that essentially everything that they sing about is about heathen, godless, satanic stuff. And now you've got, people painting their babies up. They take their baby to the concert with the skeleton face paint. Papa, look at my baby. Look at my baby. And so, anywho, we're getting into them comments now. It's that time. And we're going to get into your comments. This nostril here is starting to I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's this podcast. Maybe it's Jive Talkin that gets me snotty. But let's get into the comments, and then we'll call it a do on this episode. Oscar Salvador, our pal, he comes in. Another great intro. Reminds me of the old game show, Name That Tune. Oh, yeah. With a few notes, I knew it was like 9 Inch Nails. Rock on, brother. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. Especially the you make me ejaculate you, jivinate you. Almost choked on French. This is Ed Z coming in here. Almost choked on French fry. Hearing, I want to give you. I want to jive you from the inside. Great intro. This Chris Adler and Mark Morton story does sound like old metalheads joking around with one another. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what the overall consensus was, is they was being goofy and silly with each other, and everyone goes, oh my gosh, including me, right? Chris did drum for Megadeth from 2015, 2016, and recently he started a new band called Firstborn. Ooh. Nothing like Lamb of God, not even close. Don't think Prince Midnight is convincing anyone the Lars toilet was done out of respect. He does comprehend what's done to toilets, right? Yeah. Be healthy and well, my friend. I'm trying, Ed. I'm trying. My God, man. You're getting your heart. Yes. Prince Midnight. Yeah, you don't make a toilet of your favorite person, do you? I'm going to make a toilet of Meatloaf. Not the food, but the guy. He's not my favorite or anything, but you just go, that's kind of rude, I would think. The only one you could really get away with making a toilet out of would be like Elvis Presley, right? Because didn't he die on a toilet? He had like one of those peanut butter and banana sandwiches in one hand and like a bottle of Vicodin in the other, and then his head was in the toilet bowl or something. There's your heart, my friend. My friend Michael Buchanan coming in. Maybe they should take all of Dolly's votes and give them to Judas Priest. Amen. If you don't know about this, Dolly Parton has removed herself. That was one of the stories I was thinking about doing here, but she's removed herself from the induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She said, I don't want that. I don't think I'm worthy of it, or I can't remember her exact phrasing, but yeah, and I think it was, oh God, now I'm blanking on his name, Heart Burst, Aorta Burst, Judas Priest guitar player. He said that's a class act that did that. So I agree, they should take all those. He should have asked Judas Priest, Rob Halford should get a hold of Dolly Parton, because they probably have a lot in common. I mean, I bet you that they would have quite a bit to talk about, or at least be friendly with each other. And if you get in close enough to Dolly, maybe meet her at Dolly World, she might say, I'm going to go ahead and give all my votes to Judas Priest. And to be honest with you, that'd be the biggest story ever. Dolly Parton gives her votes to Judas Priest, and they become inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's see. Totally agree with there. So many other bands that deserve to be. Yeah, what did she say? Did you write that out? It's a crime they are not inducted. I'm sorry. We're going to start with Mike Buchanan again, because I'm spacey. Maybe they should take all the Dolly's votes and give them to Judas Priest. It's a crime they are not inducted. I agree. And yes, totally agree that there are so many other bands that deserve to be in the hall. This is what happens when you let people vote who gets in. Yeah. You, sir, need an aunt near you at all times when you need to blow your nose. They always have tissue. Mine did at my wedding. Oh. She was a lifesaver. Was you crying at your wedding, Mike? Were you... Feel better, my friend. Thank you. Were you crying at your wedding? And do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded man? See, no one listens. You got Mike. If you're married now, that's it. You're married for the rest of your life until death do you part. Do you understand that? They never listen to the priest guy. A year later, they go, well, he told me to get in there and do the dishes, or that I don't do the dishes very well or something. Now I need a divorce from him. No. Thick, thin, rich, poor, healthy. You don't say, oh, God, she's coming. She's got something. She's got a life-altering illness. I'm getting out because it's just going to mess with my life. And I want to be able to do things. When you get married, people, it is for the end. They should take away divorce unless it's for bad reasons. I don't think Mike Buchanan's a monster, but if he was a monster, then you could say, I need to divorce this guy. Why? He's a monster, this guy. You know, those kinds of reasons, okay, for divorce. But if you go in there and you say irreconcilable differences, what does that mean? Well, he likes crunchy peanut butter and I like creamy. And it's just not going to work out. You can't do that. You need to, but I also think that being together for a solid 3 years, that would be about a good enough time to really sink it in and go, babe, you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. Oscar's back. Here's your heart there, Mike. Oscar's coming back. Does anyone remember the hip phrase of putting a slice of lemon in a PBR? It was a little tasty. Jesus. I'm not a fan of PBR and just putting a slice of lemon in it. I'm not a kind of a lemon wedge kind of a guy with any drink. You know, if you go to a nice brewery, if you get like a Hefeweizen or something, sometimes they'll put a big wedge of lemon in there. I don't think that I need it. I would love to hear more about the Pabst Blue Ribbon lemon tastes. There's your heart there, Oscar. Oscar coming in again here. Unless it was a rumor, I thought someone else wrote most or all of Beth. You're not wrong about that. He was in another band with another fellow. And I believe that, you know, maybe Peter Criss was in the room or whatever, but the other fellow that I think he wrote most of the song. They were in a band together. But however it ended up, if you look at the single or whatever, it'll say Peter Criss and some other fellow's name as the songwriter. So they get the money. Songwriters always get the money. Beth is probably playing on a classic radio station right now somewhere in the world, and they're getting money for it. It won't be Kiss getting that money. It will be, unless he signed over all his rights. You know, Peter, you don't get your face paint, you don't get nothing, just get out. You know, Paul and Gene were pretty good about that kind of thing. You will not leave here unscathed. We're taking your damn underpants. Now you can leave. And Miss Althea, good news, she's here. It's showing up for whatever reasons. The dumbstruck fool says, okay, sweetie, if you get summoned by Trent Reznor for copyright infringement, I don't want to hear it. Fierce take on Closer, though. Yep. I always worry about that. Anything you do that's in the likeness of someone's going to go tell on you. Creatures Fest is either going to be everything or a hot mess. And I predict it's going to be a real hot mess. There's going to be a lot of shit. Did you hear? There's going to be some viral-esque kind of stuff to come out of this. I can tell. I don't think there will be any in-betweens. Hey, Pretty Boy Floyd now. Yeah, they're on there. Mark St. John passed. Yeah, I was asking if Mark St. John from Animalize, because he said everyone's going to be there, and I didn't remember if Mark St. John was alive. Is this? Yeah, his name's Mark St. John. Yeah, Mark St. John passed in 2007. May he rest in peace, along with my beloved Eric Carr, of course. Yes, Eric Carr, great man. That was the first time my ass cheeks, my anus puckered when I was at the Kiss show and I saw his drum solo. I was like, this bro can play, man. He did a blistering drum solo, and my cheeks just tightened up, you know. I never knew Paul Schaefer officially worked with Peter Criss, so that was a little fun nugget. He was fabulous as swarmy promoter Artie, Fufkin in the Spinal Tap. Yeah, this is Spinal Tap. Do me a favor, just kick my ass, okay? Yes. If you or anyone else of a certain age remembers the short-lived 70s sitcom A Year at the Top, that does not ring for me. Co-starring Greg Evigan. That show was kind of cute. No. A Year at the Top. Never heard of that. But now I got to go get on YouTube and hunt down old episodes. I've been watching old episodes of Fantasy Island. Boss, the plane, boss. Come down, Batu. I saw the one the other night about the drunkard. He's a drunk and he's ruining his marriage and she wants to leave him and stuff. And you see Tatu? He's got a drinking problem. You see Tatu? Boss, what are we gonna do, boss? Well, Tatu, you see, he likes to drink a lot and his wife's going to leave him. I hope they figure things out, boss. So a lot of old school television. You can see a lot of that old school television on Tubi. Tubi. It's an app you can get on your TV, and it is free. And I've also been watching Bar Rescue, and that's on another free channel called Pluto. You can watch live TV, or they've got the pre-recorded, so it just goes episode for episode or whatever. And I've been watching that. What's that guy? He's very angry. You son of a bitch, I'm here to fix your bar. Highly enjoyable, though. I agree with Kerry King's statement regarding Priest and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They are deserving, and that's it. If they could induct as the same time as Duran Duran, it would be Birmingham, England, twofer. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know Duran Duran. I knew they were English, but I didn't know they were from Birmingham. Yeah, that'd be great. Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, Duran Duran. There's your trifecta. I think I depleted my supply of hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, and Lysol after the stories about Slayer Venom and the follow-up to the Lars Throne. Yeah, you gotta go rinse off after that. Have a spritz after that whole thing. Tom Araya causing all sorts of grief on the Venom tour bus, and then Kronos giving him a crack in the melon to say, calm down, little bro. Thank you for your support in my decision to be anti-social media. I typically get raked over the coals for it by people who have a bleep ton of drama in their lives that is driven by social media. Yeah, okay. 100%. That is why you get off all the social medias. That's what's so great about, for the most part, about the comments on my videos. People communicating with each other about the topic at hand and less about, I love it if everyone's chatting with each other and maybe they go, hey, let's be Facebook pals or something or whatever. But the idea of getting rid of social media, that's why I did it. You get all the drama queens. I got family members that I just don't need to hear from. And it's not a political thing or a religious thing or anything. It's just they are those kinds of people that have to be pissed and angry about something all the time. It's like, why don't you just relax and have a couple giggles and watch some YouTube and watch a TV program or something, Not everything you don't have to be so tense and angry all the time about everything, right? Life's short, man. You only get, and I think everyone starts to realize this once you hit a certain age, but once you get over the peak where you start doing the division and you're going, wait a minute, I'm headed down the hill now. I'm not on my way up it. I'm not at the plateau. I'm heading down. You got to make the best of your life. Enjoy yourself. Be happy and full of energy and, healthy and happy and stuff. So there's a golf clap. I say, I just deactivated my Twitter the other day. I hadn't been on it in probably a year, maybe 2 years, now about a year. And I just deactivated it. I said, I'm done with it. So I've got Instagram. I got YouTube. I do have a Shane Diablo Facebook page set up. But I don't even go there to update it with anything. But if, I don't even know why it's there. But that's all I got for this. By God, you guys were wonderful. Miss Althea, let me give you your heart. And we're going to head on out of this episode. Lovely, 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 fine folks. And I appreciate your continued support for this channel and for everything we do around here. It's all you. It is all you guys, because if you're not hanging out, you're not paying attention, and you're not interested, then it's just not any fun for me. No, I don't want that. Come on, baby. Let's see. Let's get a good beat here. Beat 2. There we go. Oh! Yeah, I don't know what song this is, but this is great. Use my ears too. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Hard rockin' news that you get for free. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Get your masturbation out of the way. Jive Talkin with Shane D. Hard rockin' heavy metal news for free. Jive Talkin with Shane D. It's over now today. Oh, Jesus, that was good. And it just comes out of me.